I've been reading The Big Lie by Dinesh D'Souza. Have you read it? I haven't read it, but he's right about. I usually don't read super popular history books. Maybe that makes me a snob, but he's right that the Nazis were socialists and that the KKK started as the like the enforcer wing of the Democratic Party. This is how you know the Democrats are full of shit. And my dad's a Democrat, and we argue a lot. I don't hate Democrats. I argue with Democrats. I hate leftists. If you want more of what that means, you can watch that video I made, Why I Hate the Left. It's about shared goals. If you can find a liberal or a Democrat who shares your goals, you can be friends. It's actually good for society, and vice versa. Because if you both want to build a house and you have different ideas as to how, figure it out. But if one's a construction crew and the other is a wrecking ball, get rid of that guy. That's why I hate the left. They want to destroy society. Like, they literally want to dismantle it. But yeah, so this is how you know they're full of shit. So Lincoln was a Republican, and it was the Democrats were desperately trying to keep the slaves, and they would say stuff like, "If we free them, how could they take care of themselves?" Sound familiar? Yeah, it's called the welfare state, but that's a whole different conversation. So then they say that they switched. Okay, so they switched. But then in the 60s, the Democrats in Congress were voting down the Civil Rights Act. And if everyone voted like the Democrats, the Civil Rights Act would have been voted down. It was actually the Republicans that voted for the Civil Rights Act. And then they say, well, they switched. I go, so between Lincoln and the Civil Rights Act, they switched twice, because FDR is blatantly one of the Democrats' heroes, right? The FDR is like, so is Woodrow Wilson, who constantly talked about how blacks were monkeys. By the way, little FYI about Woodrow Wilson. I'm not saying take down the statues, but the dude is not a good president. I'm not for taking down any of the statues, ever, unless you really want to. But don't make it because Woodrow Wilson thought black people were literally shit-throwing apes. Big Democrat hero. FDR, expanded the government with the New Deal, major Democrat. So you're saying that they just keep switching every time the Republicans do something good? Is that what people truly are saying? Because that doesn't make any sense. And people that base their life in reality know that. And so don't go down that road.